Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back, adventurers. Gather round and hear. A shadow stirs in Diamondheim, a name you'll learn to fear. From eggs of cursed chaos where nightmares like to spawn, flesh Hatcher Mhekarnahz awakens with the dawn. His wiggly, jiggly arms carve darkness through the air. A brood-born abomination with a cold, unblinking stare. But we don't run from terror, no, we chase it just because. Today we face the horror known as Mhekarnahz. We are diving in together, if you're brave enough to dare. So sit back, relax, and let me take you there. Now, don't come at me if I've been pronouncing this boss's name wrong because it's kinda crazy. Anyways, the Flesh Hatcher is a boss monster belonging to the Stalker race that comes from the realm of Ocularis. I personally have always had a weird fascination with the Stalkers. I'm not sure why, I just think they're really cool. So it's awesome that they finally have their own boss. And I mean, how cute does he look with that Santa hat? Enough yapping though, let's go ahead and talk about requirements. If you're looking for a serious PvM challenge, this is not the place to go. This boss is designed to appear earlier in your PvM journey as a way to sort of learn combat skills while training abilities and movement. Therefore, the requirements to fight this boss are very low. All you need is Dungeoneering level 40. If when you're watching this, the boss is the newest released boss, the easiest way to get there is through that new boss portal in the PvM hub. If you don't have access to that, or you want to get there by running because you like to take the scenic route and smell the roses, then you access the boss fight through a resource dungeon that's located in the wilderness by the agility moths. As far as gear goes, this is a very low level boss, so don't worry too much about what you're bringing. The recommended levels are 50 in combat skills and for weapons and armor, which is a super low threshold. I use my Necromancy AFK bar with full revo on and it worked just fine. If you need to bring supplies, just bring the usual. Some super restores, Saradomin Brews, Sailfish, Enhanced Excalibur, Ancient Elven Ritual Shard, Overloads, Super Potions, the works. I mean, going into any boss fight, you should always be bringing the best that you have, but also keep in mind that you don't need the best that you have for this boss, so you can scale stuff down if you want to save some GP. You can bring a familiar, and I recommend a damage boosting one like a Ripper Demon or a Steel Titan. The Slayer helmet does work on this boss if you have a Slayer task for them, so you'll get the additional damage and accuracy boost for on-task killing. The boss is immune to poison, so don't worry about bringing Cinderbane gloves or weapon poison. So this boss has magic auto attacks. They're not blue like you would expect them to be, so don't let that throw you off. They look more like a ball of sunshine, which is a little out of place for this dungeon, but it is a nice contrast and very easy to spot. As you can see, without prayer on, they're not hitting super hard, but they are hitting hard enough to do a decent amount of damage, so I definitely recommend praying magic against these attacks or using Soul Split. Now, the main special attacks are telegraphed floor attacks. There's a small 3x3 square attack, a wave attack that is a bigger square with an empty inside, and a boundary attack like you see here that's only on the outer edges of the entire arena. And here's an example of the wave attack where you can step either on the inside or the outside of the square, followed by a closer one where you can just stand outside and attack the boss. Most of you will be able to kill the boss without seeing the last and final mechanic, but if you're a baby legend, you might encounter the minions. The boss will drop some blobs on the floor. There's 3 of them. You can attack them to stop the minions from spawning, or you can let them spawn and attack the minions after they've come out. The minions are actually tiny versions of the boss. They're called Warp Seekers. They're actually pretty stinking cute, but they have really low HP and you'll be able to dispose of them pretty quickly. And here you can also see the small 3x3 square attack. If you get to minions, and that's okay, there is absolutely no shame in learning how to PvM. The boss will continue to do the floor attacks while the minions are there, so just keep that in mind. It can get a little sticky. And yes, you do actually have to deal with the minions because the boss will be immune to damage while any are present. But that's it as far as mechanics go. Magic auto attacks, a few different types of floor attacks that you just have to move away from to avoid, and minions. For most people, this boss fight only lasts a few seconds, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are used to anyways. Something unique about this boss is that it is a solo boss that can be fought at the same time alongside other people. The idea is that you fight it in the same instance as other players at the same time, so you can draw inspiration from them or show them the ropes, watch each other play, see how the boss fight works, learn mechanics, and so on. But it is a solo boss, so you each have your own boss health bar, making only your effort count for the fight as far as kill counts and rewards go. I had one of my friends join the encounter with me so I could show you that he's attacking and I'm not, and my HP bar isn't going down, but his is, and he does eventually disappear and go down to the loot room while I'm still stuck up in the encounter. They are calling this a solo together experience. How cute. I actually like this because you can still solo the boss, get your own rewards, and hang out with your friends at the same time. And there he goes down to the loot room to wait for me to finish. And that's it. Now you're ready to take on the one-eyed, seven-horned flying red people eater. Watching this video definitely for sure gives you a 215% RNG boost for the pet, so go out there and complete your boss logs. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, but most importantly, be kind to one another. See you next time, friends!